Hello, my dear students of 11th class. I am Deepak Sharma and I will teach you 11 physics. Before I start, I want to say to you, please like, share and subscribe my video. Please don't forget to hit the bell icon. It will give you latest notification. So today we are going to discuss about the syllabus of physics and marking scheme of chapter and units. So there are 10 units which contain 15 chapters. So unit 1 contains 2 chapter, unit 2 contains 2 chapter also, unit 3 contains only 1 chapter. So from chapter 1 to 5 or unit 1 to 3, the marks weighting is 23 marks. From chapter 6 to 8 or unit from 4 to 6, the marks weighting is 17 marks. From chapter number 9 to 13 or unit number from 7 to 9, the marks weightage is 20 marks. Now the unit number 10 and the chapter 14 and 15, the marks weightage is 10 marks only. So total number of marks of paper is 70 marks. Now we are going to start little introduction of each chapter. So the chapter number 1, physical world. So we will see that how physics deal with the study of basic law of nature and how new technology gives rise to new physics. In this chapter, we have to deal with the microscopic and macroscopic world. So easy and scoring chapter. Come to the chapter number 2, units and measurement. Here we have to discuss about international system of units. Here we learn CGS, MKS and FPS system. There are number of unit and dimensional formula. Unit like mass, kilogram, second, ampere, Kelvin, mole, candela, etc. And we have to understand about measurement, error, accuracy and precision also. So now come to the chapter number 3. In this chapter 3, the motion in a straight line, when an object changes its position with respect to time, called motion. So here we will deal with the concept of speed versus velocity, distance versus displacement, average velocity, average acceleration, and the graph between the velocity, distance and time, having some conceptual meaning also. So now come to the next chapter, chapter number 4, motion in plane. So we have deal with scalar as well as the vector quantity in this chapter. So uniform circular motion, relative velocity, projectile motion are very important topics. Now come to the chapter number 5. That is law of motion. So here we have to deal with the Newton's law, law of inertia, law of conservation of momentum, law of friction, equilibrium of forces, etc. So friction is the force resisting the relative motion of solid surfaces. In this chapter, we will learn that there are two kinds of friction, static friction and dynamic friction. And the equilibrium of forces means when the summation of forces in the x direction, y direction, z direction is zero. So very interesting and conceptual chapter. Now the chapter number 6, it is work, energy and power. So very conceptual chapter and not easy to earn marks from this chapter. So we will discuss here the concept of potential energy and mechanical energy. In physics, work is related to the amount of energy transferred in or from a system by a force. So the SI unit of work is joule, which is denoted by J. And the power means rate at which work is performed. And energy is the stored work. So same SI unit as work, that is joule. So the unit of energy is joule. Right. Now the chapter number 7. Chapter number 7, system of particle and rotational motion. So without knowing or understanding the concept of chapter 3, 4 and 5, it is not easy to understand the concept of rotational motion. Now come to the chapter number 8, that is gravitation. Right. So the gravitation means the force of attraction between two masses. So according to Sir Isaac Newton, the force between two masses is G m1 m2 upon r square, where capital G is the gravitational constant. So in this chapter, we have to learn about acceleration due to gravity, escape speed, etc. Overall, interesting and scoring chapter. Now, chapter number 9, mechanical properties of solid. So maximum theoretical portion is in this chapter, easy to understand and scoring chapter. So in this chapter, we learn that what will happen when we apply some external force on a piece of metal. So when a body is subjected to a deforming force, a restoring force is developed in the body. So the restoring force per unit area is called stress. Now come to the next chapter, chapter number 10, that is mechanical properties of fluid. So conceptual theory is in this chapter. In this chapter, we have to learn about the different property of fluid like cohesion, adhesion, surface tension, etc. The meaning of fluid is when a substance which has ability to flow is called fluid. So fluid means a substance which has ability to flow. So this is all about the mechanical property of fluid. Little introduction of this chapter. Now chapter number 11, that is thermal property of matter, right? So in this chapter, all theory is moving around heat and temperature. Heat is a form of energy that flow between a body from higher temperature to a lower temperature, and we use thermometer, and thermometer is a device which is used to measure temperature of a body. So very interesting chapter, right? So now come to the chapter number 12. So chapter number 12 name is thermodynamics. So in this chapter, we will discuss about the law of thermodynamics like zeroth law, first law, second law, from where the concept of refrigerator, heat engine, and heat pump came out. Right. So the actual meaning of thermodynamics is uh, study of heat when heat is moving. So thermodynamics means thermo plus dynamics. Thermo means heat and dynamic means motion. Right. So now come to the chapter number 13, it is kinetic theory. Right. So here we have to deal with the behavior of gases. So properties of gases are easier to understand than the solid and liquid because mutual interaction are negligible except when two molecules collide. So this is all about the kinetic theory. So it is easy to understand, very easy to understand the theory of kinetic chapter and scoring chapter, right? Now come to the chapter number 14, that is oscillation. Here we have to deal with the harmonic motion, periodic motion, and oscillating motion, etc. So a motion that repeats itself at regular interval of time is called periodic motion. So this chapter having conceptual theory. Right now, come to the last chapter, the chapter number 15, that is waves. So when we speak, the sound moves outwards from us and without any flow of air from one part of the medium to the another part, right? So the disturbance produced in air can be detected by our ears. So the pattern without actual physical transfer, a flow of matter called waves. So this is all about the whole discussion of the whole syllabus of 11 physics. So thanks to all of you. Hope so you enjoy this video, and please subscribe and hit the bell icon for latest notification. Thank you very much to all of you.